Ready. Rose crew is ready. All right, here we go. TKG Ping Kings in blue. NBDA Rosé in orange. And both teams are 2-1 on the season, looking to bolster their standing. This is a pivotal game. Lose this, you drop down to 500, 2-2. Meanwhile, other team 3-1. A good spot to be in. Midway into the season, what a shot! Atomic duffel bag drops it in right through the top. And NBDA, they strike first on the board for game number 1. And only 30 seconds have eclipsed. We're seeing plenty of offense from NBDA Rosé. Alright, we gotta clarify though, because the little asterisk or apostrophe, is it Rosé or Rose? It's gotta be Rosé, right? But that's a wine. We need feedback. But TKG, they're still trying to get on the board. Rosé. Alright, like the wine. Okay. I respect it. I thought so. Because it had it. But just wanted to confirm. I appreciate that, Grant. There's special mention, Grant, for the NBDA crew over there. Always representing, and that shot almost falls through. Spiffy trying to team pinch, and what a big block. Horror story coming through, but gonna be denied, and defense being tested continually from TKG. Atomic can't get it out, and this could be a shot from Barn, but denied. TKG knocking on the board. There it is. Spiffy finds the angle and had some good pressure of late. And finally cracked the code. Seemed like a matter of time. And plenty of offense in this one. As both teams getting into the swing of things. It's still only game 1. So you got to figure. Takes a bit to adjust. So this is not the final tally. Far from it. And it's going to be interesting to see how both teams adjust throughout the series. I don't expect full offense all the time. But in this one, things are crazy. A lot of shots coming through. Take a quick look. 6-3 in terms of shots. Cut off. Atomic holding strong. Bounces it high. And what a touch. Atomic all over the ball. And definitely going to be someone to watch. But Spiffy trying to gain control. And that's a solid effort. Low boost. Still able to stay behind the ball. Could lead to a goal, but hits the crossbar. And of course, if you're new to the stream, new to our cast, if you hear "this is chalked," that's our custom crossbar sound from one of our players, Emerson, with his voice clip. But yeah, there's a lot of chalkness. But finds the angle. There he is again. Atomic having quite a game for game number 1, and just narrowly finds the net, putting NBDA up by 2. Barn there on defense. Gets 2 touches. Atomic A nice one to clear it out. Or has time and space. Can't get that one, but creates. As Nut keeps there to follow. A little chaos resulting, and a nice security goal for NBDA. Up by 3 and add another. There he is again. 3 goals, 5 shots. And has a staple in this one. As TKG have a long road to climb. But there's an unusual miss from Atomic. Barn up in the air. Can't get a touch. Wanted it. But that's going all the way back. And 6-1. We might have a Brazil for game 1. But also, you can't count out TKG. We've seen crazier things in game 1. It's tough to determine. Sometimes teams come out slow, take a game, sometimes 2 to warm up. Also, the adjustment, will that come out? So certainly, as we get closer to game 2, we're going to be looking on the recovery, the bounce back, if it comes out of TKG. And that's going to be on Forbidden Temple. Good lord, I looked away for 40 seconds. But now that you're watching, is there a score? And no, there's not. Atomic able to get a handle. And Swansea almost puts one in. And don't underestimate some momentum as you end a game. But that is the end of game 1. And quite the display from Rosé. But we are going to Forbidden Temple, game 2, one of our favorites. It's all about how you bounce back.
This is shocked.
Lad's got to shake the nerves out. That's another thing too. You know, like game 1, you get into the flow of things. Sometimes there's some nerves. All right, there we go. We're missing one. We should be good to go. But also, with a game like that, do you shake that off? Treat it like, well, we weren't even playing up to our potential, and I fully believe that. We have more to see from TKG. Horror Story gonna get the easy save, and that's going to the other side. A nice demo. We haven't seen many bumps or demos, and that could also be a factor. And thank you so much for the follow, Carry Me. Welcome in. Spiffy gets the 50 going out. Swansea has no boost, but still trying to center it. And now Spiffy trying to get the right angle there. Bouncing off car to car. But pushed off. Spiffy gets the touch. And Barnyard gets a touch there. Atomic. And it's kind of staying in the corner. But if TKG aren't careful, it might get scored on. Spiffy, a nice touch. And Barnyard off to the side. And can they gather themselves and apply the pressure? Barnyard gonna collect. Might get challenged there. And that's in. We saw that coming 5 seconds away. And so did Atomic. And Barnyard lets a little bit of space there. And how important, we talk about it all the time, staying behind the ball, not giving an opportunity. And there, a little bit of space. Gets a little bit of a goal. So NBDA strike first, and we almost saw another one would fall through. But Swansea is able to recover. Barnyard gonna collect. There, gets the 50. Going wide. Spiffy a touch. That's gonna bounce from wall to wall. Spiffy downfield. And off to the side as everyone coming forward, and somehow that's out. Is there a counter on display here as NBDA sent the house? Swayze. Alright, thank you. And of course, if you ever see me cast, don't hesitate to correct me. I am far from perfect. I like to say people's names, but I know it's not always easy. Swayze. But again, I appreciate the input always. So don't hesitate to correct. But Swayze there in the corner causing havoc, and I like going through the rotation on the bump. But not keeps just calm and collected. Thought he might be able to fake. Not today. And Horror Story cut off by Spiffy. And we're under 2 minutes to play. Can TKG get one on the board to tie things up? They've had some pressure, but no solid looks. Here it is! Off the side. And just narrowly out. The pressure was mounting. Here's a pinch. No one home.
This is chalk.
And a little bit lucky there. Hits the edge. Horror Story containing on the sidewall. And this is an open net. As Not keeps able to put it through. And tough spot here. You could see Swayze push up a little bit too much. And that quick attack from NBDA, able to go up by 2 with 1 minute left looming. That's Spiffy. Can he find a teammate? That's Barn, who is met with 2 in the net. But here's Horror Story hanging out. Almost gets that one to fall through. And uh-oh! Is that an own goal? It bounces out, much to Rosé's favor. But right now, 30 seconds left. Might be too little, too late. However, a goal would still be huge for TKG. Get some momentum going forward. They have yet to play to their full potential. Rule 1 on the field. And silently on the side. Good catch, AC. Good catch. We're focused on the action. And respect. Plus, plus. But NBDA, Rosé are up to match point, 1 win away from the sweep. And where are we going next? DFH Stadium, 10th anniversary. Thanks for the follow insert. Welcome in.
This is chalked.
Both teams are ready. And it says 1 more, boys, and they could get the sweep. That would be huge for them. However, TKG have to lock in. Can't afford a loss. The only result for them is getting a reverse sweep that would be in their favor. That's win or lose. But Atomic gets the touch going forward. Nothing too crazy, but starts off, and certainly a good start. Almost a better one that bounces off. And can they recover? And down 2 to start game 3 would have been devastating. But they survived that. They still have a chance to tie things, eliminate that early start. But off to the side. Swayze gonna try and race there. Trip up Atomic. And a nice bump, whether intentional or not, from Swayze. And that's something we would like to see more. Yeah, Yoko, you could play your scrims. But like we said, we'd like to see more bumps, more demos from TKG. NBDA have been comfortable on defense, and with oftentimes 2 people in net. And tactical fake. Anyone there? Horror story a little bit awkward. But we've seen Rosé a little bit tripped up so far in this one. There are opportunities. And AC praying for his ping kings. They need support. So they're down 2 in the series, down 1 in game 3, and Atomic almost continues the magic. That's certainly a shining star for Rosé. But it's been very awkward in this one. I would not be surprised if we see an own goal. Spiffy, a touch to clear it. And 2 converge. As Barnyard, 50s. Swayze trying to clear it. Gets the demo. But Barnyard could be in trouble. And it's just going back and forth. And touched off to the side. Good defense. Nice pop, though, from Horror. And so much pressure from Rosé. And a lot of time ticking off. We've eclipsed past halftime. And actually open net here. Can they get one on the board? Atomic. Downfield. High pop. Quick reaction. Not keeps. Good touch to the side. Barnyard with the 50. And awkward moment there. Pausing. Still trying for the fake. It's not going to happen.
This is chalked.
But, hey, we get a chalked moment off the crossbar. It's been a while. And Barnyard has been tested on defense, but holding it down. Here's Atomic. Gets the flip. But Swayze calm and collected in the net. 10 months, 23 hours. Let's go. Barnyard, 50. Can he get another? But Atomic is in net. And down by 1. 1 minute to go. TKG, can they tie things up? A solid 50. Barnyard almost in. And Barnyard has been doing his best on defense. Tries one on offense. Narrowly does it, but crossbar out. And gets a touch, keeping it in the corner. Can we see a bump? Not going to happen. Spiffy leaving it. And Atomic has boost. But a little bit awkward on that ball. Almost 50s his own player. Barnyard can't go lower. And Swayze, a slight touch. There it is. We were calling for it. Barnyard sneaks in, ties it up. They have life. But 20 seconds left. Game's not over. In the corner. And Barnyard wisely collects. Low boost, staying behind it. And Spiffy in a tough spot. What a save. Your heart pounded a little bit, but wait. Still pressure. Still a chance. Staying up. respect, whether meant or not, for keeping it up. But OT is here. And TKG had to pull out some more magic. But midfield. And good slight recovery. But Atomic taking the time he's given. And that shot was a little bit over. Game would have been over. Series would have been over. Atomic gets it by one, bringing it midfield. And you could see Rosé taking their time, using
This is shocked.
the space given. Is that just dropping through? And Atomic. High ball, Swayze. What a touch. And what defense holding on for Ping Kings. But that's one. It's going to fall through. And a bump. Is that going to do it somehow, some way? That's how it ends. And Horror Story capitalizes. And nice bump. Also, as NBDA Rosé pull out the sweep. And what a display. As they are going 3-1. And secure this game, plus add to their win differential. Also appreciate both teams, and thank you so much for having me. Hey, Keeps, thank you so much for the follow. Congrats on the win. That's gotta feel good, going 3-1 on this season, especially with another sweep. They've had 2 sweeps, so add another one. And there's Atomic, your MVP of the series. GG's, well done from NBDA Rosé. Damn, that massive W. Yeah, so prediction. Wow, no one voted for Rosé. Imagine if you did, you'd have some points coming your way. I'm not ending, but I might try to put this on YouTube real quick. So I might be... Oh, damn. He did vote 6K.